few things. By next section, all of you will have copies. We are updating and editing, and actually it is done out of my 2 days discourse of healing initiation. Now I have further spoken on the same healing initiation 2 more days. So we are bringing the whole thing into one book and trying to give it to everybody, so that there will be a complete comprehensive guide. I have spoken a lot of tips on the better ways to heal, and mainly to go deeply to your enlightenment. Actually, it's in our healing system, the main thing is you going towards the enlightenment, you going towards the deeper silence. Energy radiates by itself. Healing is a byproduct, side effect. The main effect is you going towards enlightenment. That's the main effect.
Initiation and Anandagandha meditation. Entering the space of bliss. You may come one by one, and Swamiji will touch your Ajna chakra. There might be a piercing or tingling sensation in the area between
Actually,
the Anahata.
I will be touching only Ajna, but you will feel something as if a drill bit being inserted near the Anahata and Manipura. Don't be frightened. Just that Anandagandha chakra will be just awakened. That feeling only you will have. You don't have to worry about it. It will be very small. I will take care that it doesn't. Now people get frightened that they think that something is wrong with them. Something is happening with their heart. That's why.
Anandagandha meditation.
Just listen to the procedure.
Just listen to the procedure, you will read later. Please close your eyes, sit straight and cross-legged on the floor. Those of you who cannot sit on the floor may sit on a chair. Start visualizing Swamiji's laughing face in the region between your Anahata and Manipura chakras.
You may ask why my face. To tell you honestly, usually you cannot be directly, you will not be able to enter into the 7th layer. See, all the physical yoga and all will take you to the first layer, physical layer. Pranayam, controlling the breath, all those things will take you to the 2nd layer, pranic layer. Repeating some mantra, any word, Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Mary, anything, will take you to the 3rd layer, mental layer. See, visualizing something, some form of a guru or the master or God, will take you to the 4th layer, etheric layer. Only Anandagandha meditation means unclutching or the just falling to the source. Only that will take you to the 7th layer. That will take you to the 7th layer. Now, immediately you will not be able to fall directly into the 7th layer. That's why for 2-3 seconds, just remember my form. When you remember my form, you will fall in the 4th layer. Usually you will be in 1st layer. When you remember my form, you will just fall into the 4th layer. But do not remember more than 2 seconds. The moment you are able to remember, drop it. The moment you are able to remember, then you come to the 4th layer. Now drop, then you will reach into the 7th layer. See, my form is like a key. Use it to open the door and drop my form and go inside. Do not meditate on my form. Do not be caught on my form. Do not be with my form. Use it like a key. You may ask, why should I even use it as a key? Your mind in the initial level will not be so mature directly to enter into the 2nd layer, 7th layer. So in the initial level you need some key. Just for that. But do not remember more than 2-3 seconds. Just 2-3 seconds, if you are able to visualize, see, usually in your mind so many forms will be filled. It will be filled with so many forms, all nonsense. When you remember the master's form, all those things will disappear for a few moments. Then immediately you can drop this also and go into the formless energy. Do not meditate on any form, not only on my form, on any form, whether Rama, Krishna or Shiva or any form. Do not meditate on any form, you will be caught in 4th layer. You are given my form just as a key. In India, when they burn the dead bodies, they will use a big stick. After they burn the dead body, they will throw that stick also into the same fire. Like that, use my form to burn attachment to all other forms. Once all other forms are dropped, put my form also and burn it. My form also throw it into the same fire and burn it. Do not be attached or get caught in my form, but use it in the initial level. After some time, suddenly, just by remembering itself, you may be able to feel the energy flow. Then you don't need my form. In the initial level, my form will protect you from the negative energies and not falling asleep. It will help you a lot. That's why using the master's form.
Brother, we visualize your form in our heads and direct it.
Yes, in that area, just in that area, remember, that's enough. It won't be a problem actually, forgetting will be the problem, I tell you. Start.
The face or the whole body?
And just one face is enough. Just laughing, smiling face is enough.
Start visualizing Swamiji's laughing face in the region between
Actually, people come on again and again complain that forgetting is the problem, Swamiji.
the face in the region between Anahata and Manipura chakras, which is the back of the Anandagandha chakra. Deeply meditate on that area. You will feel energy flowing out from that
Actually,
area.
it's like I already programmed it. I already programmed the whole thing. All you need to do is just type password, Nityananda, that's all. The whole program will open. That password only is my form. The moment you remember, simply the Anandanda will be awakened. Because the initiation and my face are very closely connected. See, you receive initiation through this form. Last thought which you remember before jumping into the sleep will be the first thought when you come back from sleep. Am I right? Have you experienced any time?
Yes.
Last thought which you remember before falling asleep will be the first thought when you come back from sleep. Last form from which you jump into the formlessness will be the closest form through which again and again you will be able to take jump. My form will be like a jumping pad for you to take a jump into formlessness. That is why I ask you to remember. The moment you remember, the energy flow will start, then fall into the energy flow. I'll tell you how to fall into that. Let him finish.
You will feel the energy flowing from that area. Relax into it. Feel the body flowering. Visualize your whole body smiling, not just your face. Feel your body blossom. Feel the joyous smile from the bottom of your stomach. Let your thoughts come back to Anandagandha. If your mind has wandered anywhere, think of Swamiji's laughing face again. Drop the face once you start feeling the energy sensation in the Anandagandha. Relax slowly into the flow of the energy. Do not try to create, sustain or destroy any thoughts. Just relax into the energy. A lotus blooms by just the penetrating rays of the sun. The Kumudam flower blooms with just the rays of the moon. Similarly,
I think Kumudam doesn't exist in North, in the Western. Have you heard of the flower which flowers by seeing the moon?
Nightly.
Black lotus.
Yes.
Similarly, the Anandagandha of the devotees blossoms with just the presence of the Master.
Now let me explain. Please understand. It's a basic technique. Whether you want to heal or meditate, this is a technique. I tell you, this is the ultimate technique. Once you become a healer, you don't need any other meditation technique. Whether Mahamantra or Dukkharana, no LBP techniques are necessary. This one will take care of everything. This one is so powerful, so alive, so energetic. This one will take care of the whole thing. Understand? If you want to heal, put your hand on that person, which chakra to be healed. If you want to meditate, just you can put your hand like this. But procedure is same. Closing the eyes. Listen the procedure, later on you can do. Second thing, remembering Master's smiling face below the Anahata, above the Manipura, in this region. That is the gateway to Anandagandha. Anandagandha is not there. It's a gateway to Anandagandha. Understand? It's a gateway to Anandagandha. Anandagandha is in a nirvanic layer. Your body is a physical layer. Physical layer will merge into pranic. Pranic will merge into mental. Mental will merge into etheric. Each one will merge into the another one. Anandagandha is a nirvanic layer only. Entrance for Anandagandha only is here. So be very clear. When you remember below the Anahata, above the Manipura Master's face, you enter the step of the gate of the Anandagandha. The moment you remember Master's face, suddenly you will feel an energy flow from there. A slight tingling sensation, gushing will start. After the initiation will start, don't try now itself. After the initiation only the heart line connection is given. It will start happening after the initiation. The moment you feel that energy flow, just relax into it. From where the incoming breath is going and touching and taking turn as outgoing breath. If you see, again you will fall into the Anandagandha. I am giving you 2-3 more tips to fall into the Anandagandha. If you just see where the breath is taking turn, suddenly you will fall into the same space. Second, if you see where the thought I, that word I is coming from inside, again you will fall into the Anandagandha. And if you just remember Master's face and feel from where the energy flow is coming, again you will fall into Anandagandha. In this meditation, the important thing is the initiation. The Master's touch. That plays the role. Usually, normally people, even when they read this book and try to do this meditation, it doesn't work because this meditation needs the chakra to be awakened already. Only then you will be able to work on that. It's like to work with a big spanner, big bolt nut, ordinary spanner is enough. But to work with the subtle bolts which is in the watch, you need a subtle spanner. Only with the Master's help it can be opened. The few trade secrets we are keeping it still with us. It's not completely out in the books. Because people won't be able to handle it.
I just have to ask you, if you have blockages in other energy centers,
Everything will be clean.
this will clear it out.
This is completely cleared.
Is anybody born with that open already?
All kids take birth with the open Anandagandha, but by the age of 7 it will be closed. Society closes and seals it.
Age of what?
Again a living Master has to come to open it. Great.
The Ananda healing technique, how to heal through Ananda healing process. The uniqueness of this technique is that it not only heals the patient, but it also helps you in your own spiritual growth. Outwardly, it is healing, and inwardly, it is meditation. How to do it? Place your palms on the person's chakra that is to be healed. The healer's chart and the chakra chart will guide you on which chakra is to be healed for which disease. Close your eyes and visualize my laughing face. This is the key which will unlock the whole
Real
process.
Swami's laughing face.
Close your eyes and visualize Swamiji's laughing face. This is the key which will unlock the whole process initially for you. Immediately you will find energy rushing forth from your Anandagandha chakra. Move deeply inwards and try to discover the source of this energy. Simply relax into yourself. Don't worry about the healing. It will happen on its own. Once you have relaxed into yourself, drop Swamiji's laughing face and feel only the boundless energy.
There will be so many questions, how long I should put my hand and all those things. You yourself will be able to feel the energy has stopped after 3-4 minutes, flowing through your hand. Then you can just take your hands away. The energy is intelligence that will guide you clearly. Energy is not a dead electricity. It's an intelligence that will take care and that will guide you.
After healing, do not say, let this patient be healed, etc. You might
Understand this one?
You
Never make a sankalpa or a will, let him be healed. That's why in other systems like a Reiki, pranic healing and all, you get the disease. Because you interfere in their karma or their life. Never use that word or use that thought. You just relax. I will take care, I will heal. If you create a sankalpa, you will be healing. If you don't, I will be healing. Whose healing will work? You just get out, I will get in.
Instead, just say to yourself that let whatever is best for the person be allowed to happen.
Great. Over. Any doubt if you have, you can raise. You can ask. Read once more the technique and so that they will understand.
The Ananda healing technique. Place your palms on the patient's chakra that is to be healed. The healer's chart and the healer's chart, chakra chart will guide you on which chakra is to be healed for which disease. Close your eyes and visualize Swamiji's laughing face. This is the key, which will unlock the whole process initially for you. Immediately you will find energy gushing forth from your Ananda Gandha chakra. Move deeply inwards and try to discover the source of this energy. Simply relax into yourself. Don't worry about the healing. It will happen on its own. Once you have relaxed into yourself, drop Swamiji's laughing face and feel the boundless energy. Continue as long as you feel the patient is drawing the energy. You will sense this effortlessly. Your hands will automatically drop once the patient has had enough. After healing, do not say, let this person be healed, etc. You might be interfering with his or her karma. Instead, just say to yourself that let whatever is best for the person be allowed to happen.
Brother, visualization. I don't get, I have a hard time picturing. I can intend and perhaps imagine, but the actual picture of your face, I have.
I think now the question which you are putting is hypothetical. When you try, you will see that it won't be a big problem. Memory itself is more than enough, nothing else. Read. Both. Initiation.
Ananda Gandha meditation. Close your eyes. This is the Ananda Gandha meditation technique which you will be doing every morning. You will close your eyes, sit straight and cross-legged on the floor. If you cannot sit on the floor, you can sit on the chair. Start visualizing Swamiji's.
Even when you don't heal patients at least 20 minutes per day, please do not miss this meditation. At least 20 minutes per day do this meditation, even when you don't heal.
Swamiji, question. Is there in the morning, is there a good time?
Nothing like that. Whenever you get up from the bed is good time. I insist on meditating immediately when you get up from the bed. When you come out of the sleep, just sit on the bed and meditate. Don't lie down and meditate. Then you will again fall asleep. Sit on the bed and meditate. That's the best. Again, before falling asleep, do Shakti-dharana and fall asleep. That's all. Whole night you will be in higher consciousness.
Start visualizing Swamiji's laughing face in the region between the Anahata and Manipura chakras, which is the path of your Ananda Gandha chakra. Deeply meditate on that area. You will feel energy flowing out of that area. Relax into it. Feel the body flowering. Visualize your whole body smiling, not just your face. Feel your body blossom. Feel the joyous smile from the bottom of your stomach. Let your thoughts come back to Ananda Gandha if your mind has wandered anywhere. Think of Swamiji's laughing face again. Drop the face when you start feeling the energy sensation in the Anandagandha. Relax slowly into the flow of the energy. Do not try to create, sustain or destroy any thoughts. Just relax into the energy. A lotus blooms by just the penetration of the sun. The Kumudam flower blooms with just the rays of the moon. Similarly, the Anandagandha of the devotees blooms with just the presence of the Master.